Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Lofty N Scaler, where if I can build a layout, so can you. Regardless of scale, there's a scale for everybody. Just find one that suits your needs and start building. Today, we're going to talk about a helix. Okay, everybody, so typically speaking, in the videos I've had before, I've had these ideas of what I wanted to do, and I started sketching on paper, and I started doing all this good stuff, and nothing was working out. I didn't like anything that was coming out. The last episode I was in Rail Modeler Pro, which is a program to design track diagrams, and so I'm still in Rail Modeler Pro, but what I've decided to do is abandon trying to get a Union Station in that end piece. And in fact, Union Station might go way of the Goonie Bird totally, but not just yet. Okay, so there is still hope for a Union Station, but it's okay if it goes away. I'm okay with it either way. I want it to work. I don't want it to build something and then not be happy with it. Okay, so what I did was I went on to modelrailroader.com, which I'm a subscriber, and then went into their track database. And then I started printing out track diagrams. I just pulled them up, all of them, and I just started clicking through all of them, whether it's H, O, N, Z, whatever, it didn't matter. I just went through and started looking at the diagrams, okay? And then I would print something out that maybe I thought was interesting. So there wasn't and isn't going to be one particular track diagram that I like, that I'm completely happy with. Track diagrams and train layouts are very, very personal to the individual building them, right? So you might like CSX or, Conrail or CP, you name it, Union Pacific. It doesn't matter. Maybe there's something that you want to model in particular. Maybe you want to follow a prototype. Maybe you want to have an imaginary line. Mine is sort of imaginary. But I'm going to have prototypes trains like Chicago Metra. So it's based loosely on reality, but then it's sort of not reality. It's sort of made up, okay? And maybe that's a mistake. Maybe you should model after the prototype. But that's the route I chose, and that's the route I'm going to be going. So when I went through all these track diagrams and database, I was looking for just components of individual track diagrams, maybe something that I liked, a piece of it that I liked. And so I found a couple pieces that I liked, and I'm sort of duplicating on my layout. And in the teaser, I said helix. That's right. I'm going to be building a helix. Since my 12-12 pitch is so steep, it's really difficult to have a train here and then try to raise it up the next level on that wall. It's just, you're going to have a sloping up on that wall, and it's just not going to work. So in the end piece, that was 82.5 inch by 36 inch piece, I'm going to stick in a helix, and that'll take me up to the levels. It'll take me down to a level. That's where everything's going to rise and fall. Everything else is going to be on its own level. And we're just starting off with this first level. So the helix is actually not going to be built until later. I'm going to chip away at it and build it. And then by the time I'm ready for a second level, maybe the helix will be done. Maybe, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at what I've designed so far. So here we are. And I wish I could center this a little bit better. There we are. So you can see my desktop in the back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of zoom in here. And what I'm going to do, the helix is going to be up in this top area here. And this initial track here in the front of the helix, this is all going to be what's going to go in initially. The loop in the back may be going initially too, just so I can have a reverse loop. Electrically, that's orange because it's going to be a reverse loop. It's going to take special wiring. And then this is one of the layouts I picked up from Model Railroader. So this schematic. And so there's going to be a business here, a business, and then I'm going to put a station here with a platform in between, another business, and then a business here. Now, this business in the bottom left here is going to start off as a stub end, but I might extension this line, and this line might go down to a lower level. I haven't decided yet. It depends on my helix construction. Okay, so over here on the right side, this still might be my Union Station. And basically Union Station, the building of the Union Station will sit above these end tracks here. So we'll have through tracks, and then we'll have a couple stub end stations here. But this might actually be a Union Station. I haven't decided yet. If nothing else, it's going to be used for storage and staging. And then I haven't gotten down to this far yet down here. But I plan on having a piece that goes across here, and then maybe having a reversing loop here that comes back if this is Union Station for these tracks here. And if you see this, there's two diagrams. You got this diagram here. Okay, this is code 55, and then this is code 80. So I just did two different schematics, 155, 180. Since if this isn't going to be an eyepiece, if it's just going to be storage, then that's going to be in code 80. We'll see. I might even do the station in code 80. I don't know. We'll just happen to see. We'll see how much stuff I have left over. I've got a bunch of both, but not a great deal. Okay, so now this is another piece that I stole from another layout. And this is a coal mine. So as I said in one of my earlier videos, when I was a kid, I got to drive the Peabody Coal Company train in Duggar, Indiana. And I couldn't remember the name of the place. It's Duggar, Indiana. They have a coal mine up there. And the Peabody Coal, it was all done in Peabody Coal schematics. And I have cars and a couple locomotives. And so this is the mine where it's going to be picking up the actual coal. Okay, so it's going to have to be some here. It's going to fill up. I have to figure out how this works, but I'll have to figure out where the cars will load and unload. This is just to actually put the pile to fill the coal up the pile right there, and then I'll have a loading facility somewhere on this loop. And this loop is actually fairly large. It's 4 feet here by 3 feet wide. So, and then I'll have an outside loop going around this whole thing for the regular trains. So anyway, so this is to date the track plan I think I'm going to go with. And this section here on the left-hand side, this 8-foot section, that's the first section I'm going to build. And then I'm going to build this section here second, and then third here, and then the mine will be on number 4. So, that's it for right now. Just a quick update to kind of let you guys know what I'm thinking. Eventually, someday, I promise, we'll get the building track. Hopefully, in a week, I'll be putting some track down. So, that being said, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon next to it. If I could learn to speak, it would be much, much better. I could communicate well. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that bell icon next to it. That'll notify you when I have uploaded a new video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, guys and gals. I appreciate your time. And until we meet next time, get started on your layout. I have on mine. You need to too. See ya, and see you next time.